It's hip-hop, bitch!
I've been forced to fucking sample Gooch's brand. I walk into a room and I'm like, did someone have a fucking miscarriage yesterday?
No, I'm after your ass, nigga. You talking, nigga. I'm gonna fucking murder you, too.
You don't even rub lotion on your vagina.
I do.
But you should. I think you have to.
I don't want to say that, dude.
God damn, we're so funny.
Here we are. It's Rise to Offend, episode 91.
91.
9-1.
I'm Brandon Goochon.
Hey.
You're very calm today, Brandon Goochon. Huh?
Well, I'm trying to get the introductions out of the way first, like we always do. Let's do this all over again. I'm Brandon Goochon.
Yes.
Road dog.
Petter Speich.
Wow.
The most mellow opening we've
Wait, I
ever
got a new
had.
one. Ready?
Right.
White Thunder.
White Thunder, really?
White Thunder.
I
want to be vanilla giddy up.
Oh, yeah.
I really like Chum Cannon. You just gave
I
up
stole
on
that
right away.
Yeah, I stole vanilla giddy up from Black Dynamite.
Oh.
Did you really steal from a movie that Dennis never saw?
No.
Hush up, little girls. A lot of cats have
Dennis
that
actually
name.
did see Black Dynamite.
What?
Yeah.
My bad.
Right, there you go. Jumping to conclusions.
Who fucking interrupted my kung fu?
Dude.
Once again, Rise to Offend. You can email us at risetooffend@gmail.com. Don't forget, you can hit us up on Facebook.com/Rise-to-Offend. We're on Twitter at Rise-to-Offend, and there's also risetooffend.com. Actually, Trevor Haas, our trucker friend.
Our trucker friend from Richmond, Virginia.
Remember when we were asking him if he knew any serial killers firsthand? He said no. He doesn't know any serial killers,
It was a quick no, by the way. It was real quick to answer that.
No, sir.
He wrote us a very long, detailed email. We can't get to it all, but he basically says that he doesn't know anybody personally that is a serial killer, but you do see some crazy people. He said one lady was a trucker. She had 7 cats in her truck. How weird is that, dude?
Where's the litter box at?
That's a good question.
It's in the truck. It has to be.
It
right?
has to be in the
It's
truck.
the truck.
Which means that truck. And here, have you ever
Because
smelled?
cats will run away.
Yeah.
Cats don't hang out like dogs, you know. They'll fucking skedaddle. So if she stopped at a truck stop and opened the door, she'd never see him again.
No. Sometimes cats hang out.
In trucks?
I wouldn't. If I were a cat, it's my. I'm ready to bolt.
They ain't going to jump out the window when you're going down the road at 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of hanging out. This place smells like my shit. I'm
Well,
done.
you ain't pulling over for them to shit, though. That's for sure. That's a lot of yarn.
What if her CB handle on the CB is litter box?
Oh yeah, no
They're
shit.
like glitter box.
Catnip 6 to 9.
Clitter box, is that what a clitter
Is that
box?
what you said?
Clitty litter.
Clitty litter. That's not too shabby, actually.
That's a huff joke.
I saw a punk band, all-girl punk band called Clitty Litter.
I was going to call her Stinky Pussy.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Them girls got a sense of humor there.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
They opened up for I See What You Did There. Let's move on.
Okay. I was completely lost at that point. Right over my fucking head.
Oh, I love mellow Brandon.
So let me ask you something. Have you guys ever eaten at a restaurant and then later on you saw like a health report they came out and you're like, whoa, I probably just put that in my mouth.
I did once.
did.
It was a place in Phoenix called Pete's Fish and Chips.
Right?
Yeah.
And
I used to eat there all the time, and then I was watching the news one night, and they got shut the fuck down.
did they open back up?
Of course they did. It's
Did you ever go back there and eat?
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Pete's Fish and Chips.
It's the only place I can think of.
That's like
But
all
some-
these dipshits here in Vegas. Eat it out.
No,
That's
dude.
Pete's Fish and Chips. in
Yeah.
Phoenix.
But you know what? The thing is sometimes they get shut down because they didn't have warm water. You know, like it's just
That could be a violation.
yeah, it can be a violation. Yeah. So I mean, it's
I don't
like
think
there's
they
little
shut
things.
you down for that.
They do
give
shut
like-
you down.
They
For
give you
not-
demerits and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, not warm water. You can't clean your dishes, of course.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Yeah,
huge.
you get shut down.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like, but that's not like that'll get blown out of proportion. If a place gets shut down because they ran out because they don't have any warm water, that's just an accident that happened with the hot water heater. You know.
Right.
But this right here, there's a little place called Pho Little Saigon. Now, pho is pronounced it's spelled P-H-O. You would think it's pho, but it's pho. And it's a Vietnamese soup for those of you who aren't
Faux show.
quite sure what we're talking about
They
here.
sell a lot of ramen type meals.
Yeah, they put it's basically like a bunch of noodles, and then they give you meat or chicken or shrimp or whatever.
You guys have been here.
I've been there.
I have not.
Right? And actually, when I went there, I was raving about the place because I had a cold, and I'm like, you know what? I need some soup. Let's get some pho. Pho.
Let's get fudded up.
Yeah, let's get fucked up. Anyway, so after a 6-hour inspection, 10 pages of violations, the health district required the owner to contact with food
racist.
safety consultant. Ooh. Now, here's the thing. the best part about this now there's all types of things that are going on here. Roaches, number one.
Yeah.
There was the cooking utensils had rust on them.
Well,
There was yeah. Let's see here. They were obviously short-staffed. Uncovered frozen shrimp that was sitting directly on dirty wire shelving. The bulk rice container was filthy, and there was dried food. Debris built up everywhere. The ice machine was so moldy, they moved drink ice to an uncovered bin. Lots of food was at unsafe temperatures. Some of it just sitting on the floor in puddles created by leaks in the plumbing fixtures. Now, here's the best part about the actual report. The reporter took down the owner's quotes verbatim.
Ooh.
Like verbatim.
Verbatim?
Yeah.
Okay.
Verbatim, yeah. Verbatim. I fucked that up.
Verbatim.
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 Verbatim. That's what you said like 3 times. I just made sure.
Verbatim. All right. Thank you for clearing that up.
I thought you were making a pho joke from the name of the restaurant, but you weren't, huh?
I was. I was just being stupid.
Go ahead and let me hear these verbatims.
All right, man. Verbatim. Anyway, the best part is basically the guy is obviously from Vietnam. And this is what he's saying.
Why is that obvious?
Because of the way it goes. We straighten everything already. That was the...
we straighten everything already.
That's what I'm saying. We straighten everything already. Knives, let's see here. One of the other quotes was, that was because, I'm out on vacation. I just come back, a few days ago. Now, when you read this...
This guy's a dick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you read this, you are forcing me to be racist. You're forcing me to be like,
you hear an accent, yeah.
Yeah, no shit. You're pushing this accent on me. That was because, I'm out on vacation. I just come back, a few days ago. That's what he's saying. But that's how it's fucking said,
That's how
dude.
it's said.
That's how it's fucking said.
Nothing I love more than people typing in broken English.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude,
it's like the least to do.
Favorites.
You just shit all over this guy's establishment. Okay? You just shit all over this guy's establishment. The least you could do is straighten out his grammar. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit.
There's in a magazine, a Redecibel magazine, they always ask these like guys from Finland and Sweden to like review songs, and every single review sounds just like that. This band is garbage, crap, kakapoo. Every single review, because they don't speak English,
right?
So it's great. So it's my favorite article to read in that magazine. So
the person writing the article, they were interviewing one of the managers. She writes, "Do you want to show us the kitchen now? So can show." Do you want to show us the kitchen now so can show that it looks a lot better, hopefully, than it does in those pictures? The guy goes, yeah. Can you show us? He goes, yes. But the owner has something to say about that. They don't. The owner, he don't. See?
What? That's crack reporting.
Yeah, they don't want us to go back there. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So, I mean, like, just help the guy out a little bit.
I know, just to say.
And on top of that, too, if you're coming from Vietnam, okay, that's not necessarily the cleanest place on earth, I would imagine. I'm sure their health standards are a little bit better. I mean, are a little bit worse than what ours, you know what I mean? Like, they're bitching about shrimp standing on some wire shelving. Well, I'm sure over there in Vietnam, it's like hanging on some hay that was just shit on by a donkey. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's totally clean, dude.
Nothing you read makes me want to eat there, but nothing you read, like, appalled me either. I'm just saying. I know the shrimp on the wire hangers, moldy ice is actually everywhere, you guys.
They
everywhere.
got lazy.
And then, like,
caught.
the cockroaches and this and that. I mean, cockroaches are gross, obviously, but nothing was like, I've seen those, like, dirty dining stories, and they've been like, whoa. They're always, and to be honest with you, this is going to sound racist, but it's always like the Chinese or Asian restaurants that get shut down.
Well, like I said, look where they come from.
Yeah, it's always that.
Yeah, because health isn't their number one priority.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you look at like what the Japanese eat, for Christ's sake, I mean, they're over here eating Mountain Dew flavored potato chips, and I am not exaggerating.
Is that true?
That's totally true, dude.
That sounds awesome.
Or they'll eat like Pepsi flavored chicken. I'm not making this shit up.
Hey.
It's crazy.
Hey.
So, I mean, health isn't their number one.
But if you're rolling
at the same time, though,
the Super Asia buffet and you're doing $5 meals and just eating off, what do you think you're getting?
Right. You're getting heat lamp food.
You're getting heat lamp food, man. If you get diarrhea, it's like a 50-50 shot.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
I mean, shit, even if you go to Panda Express, dude, it's a good day when you don't have liquid shit, dude.
Yeah,
you know what? The Kung Pao chicken.
It's a good day when you don't have liquid shit.
Yeah. Like honestly, like if I eat Kung Pao chicken from Panda Express and then a few hours later I make a full turd, dude, pat on the back, dude. Pat on the back.
It's like Bubbly's gambling.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm gambling with my Bubblies. Let's go. Pat on the back. God, my stomach said, all right, I'll handle this right this time.
Yeah, no shit.
That's hilarious.
Dude.
The Bubblies does not sound manly.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah, please.
What do you guys call your bubble guts, dude?
Diarrhea?
Diarrhea sounds
The shits.
crappy, man.
It's a fucking
I call it
natural term.
I call it fabatum.
My stomach's verbatim right now. I need to find me a porta potty.
Yeah, please, God, or else I'm going to shit my pants.
Have you guys ever
Hershey squirts.
Have you guys
Ass
ever
piss.
shit in a porta potty?
Yes.
I never have.
You've never shit in a porta potty?
Fuck no. I peed in one and I'm like, no. You've actually shit in a porta potty?
Only
Well,
if it
yeah,
was
dude.
Absolutely.
That's
necessary.
exactly.
I work in construction and I never shit in a porta potty.
Well, yeah, because you have brand new houses that you could walk in and soil their toilet before the owner gets in there.
Shut up. I do not do that.
Yeah, you do.
Dude. Speaking of,
Stop right now.
I got a story for you. Did I ever tell you this? You know Sweet Al, right? Dennis does. Anyway.
I heard of him.
Anyway, before I was working full time at the radio station, I needed some side dough, and what he was doing was he was running a prostitution ring. No, I'm kidding. No, but
I thought you were going
what he
there.
was doing was he was renovating houses, okay, and what he wanted me to do is he would just have me go in there and tear up the molding or sweep the place up or just take off this tile on this floor because they're going to come in here and retile the floor,
Which is
right?
kinda
Stuff
fun.
like that, right? Which is stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, one time I had to shit, and it was fucking, and I mean,
Kung Pao.
dude, it was straight up like Kung Pao, but not a happy day Kung Pao.
It was bad
just
day
like,
Kung Pao.
holy shit, firecracker shit, just fucking flying out my asshole.
Kung
Okay?
Lao.
Seriously, yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. So anyway, Kung Lao. Let's go back to the last episode.
But so anyway, so you got the shits.
I got the shits.
You got to roll up
The
there.
Bubblies.
No, I'm after your ass, nigga. You garbage, nigga. I'm gonna fucking murder you, too.
All right. Anyway.
Kung Lao.
Kung Lao. Anyway, so I'm like, I get there and I'm just working. Then all of a sudden, there wasn't even like a warning. It was just Mayday.
You get like a muscle spasm down by your pelvis.
For
and
real.
You're like, I have to go.
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Like, you know how it's like, oh, you know what? I might have to shit in a few minutes.
Yeah.
You know what? But it was like, I felt that, but then it was almost like, I can only assume the feeling is like when a woman's giving birth and then she's like, ooh, the baby just kicked. And
That's
then,
probably not the same
And
feeling.
then crowning,
probably
you know what I'm
exactly
saying?
the
Yeah,
same
that's
thing.
exactly what it is.
I highly doubt having to take a
Look,
shit.
did you ever?
It's
How
a
many children
reasonable-
have you made?
yeah.
How many children
How
have
many
you
children
made?
have you guys made?
Dennis made 2.
Yeah.
No,
and you know what? Didn't hurt.
Yeah, exactly, right?
He's not the one that.
Exactly.
Anyways, continue with your.
Exactly.
the
Well,
hard
he
work
shit his
piece.
kids out.
I think it's amazing that guys are going to complain of taking a shit.
And now I
to
shit on their
give him
dreams.
What'd you say?
Now I shit on their dreams.
birth. His daughters are going to be in a punk band later.
No shit.
Dennis is going to name that punk band.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
Anyway,
It's going to be
so,
my bad shot, everybody.
So I go to shit, and then I make it to the toilet. Boom! Thank God. Got into the toilet. No toilet paper now.
Oh.
But here's the thing. So here's the thing. I remember. I'm like, oh my God. And the thing is, it wasn't like a full turd. It was like,
Trouble.
Sneeze.
Exactly. It
It
was.
was a sneeze.
It was. It was.
It was an ass. God bless you.
It was shit-nado. Like, it was crazy. Okay? So now I got to pull up my pants, and I'm just sitting here clenching because, I don't want to get it on my boxers or anything. So now I got to sit there and waddle all the way back to my car, and I'm thinking, I hope to God I have some Subway napkins in there because I did,
Yeah.
I would always keep the napkins in my glove box. Sure enough, I had like one.
Oh God! This is an American Pie episode.
Make it count, Han. Make
Dude,
it count.
that's what I'm saying, right? So that's what I'm saying. So anyways, I had one, so I unfolded it so it was like wider. But dude, the thing is, though, is it's super thin. And it's like, so I'm basically touching my wet asshole with the thinnest of thin paper imaginable, and I'm just sitting here scooping it up, and of course it breaks, and my fingers touch my asshole, my bare asshole.
And you
now.
wipe till it bleeds, so this is horrible.
Exactly, right? Well, that's the thing. So what I do is I just try and do a quick hazmat, try and just clean up around my asshole so it doesn't get on the shorts. I wash my hands thoroughly.
Now you do have now not this. Now I don't know if you guys think I'm an idiot here, but you do have a shower 2 seconds away from you, right?
What am I going to do? Put my asshole in the fucking shower and get shit all over the shower? Dude, Jesus Christ!
Or are you going to walk, dude? I'm just saying.
Wow.
Water, you can clean it off, dude. So I would have went that route.
Unfortunately, Pete, I'm not French and I don't use a bidet.
That's how I would have done it.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Anyways,
Good job, Pete.
or you're going to scoop it out with fucking one Subway napkin.
Hey, look, you're the only one here with
Your
a college
solution's
degree.
better.
You're the only one here with a college degree. You're the brains of the operation, obviously.
Water.
I, on the other hand, barely graduated high school. My first thought was, hey, super thin Subway napkin, wipe my ass with it.
Did your socks not come cross your mind?
No, I'm not going to do that.
You're not going to waste a sock.
I'm not going to waste a sock. Well, because what I did was, here's the deal. I cleaned up the bad area. Okay, I cleaned up the bad area. I cleaned up, ground zero, and I washed my hands, and then I made a break to a Burger King, and I used their toilet paper. Yeah. And then I made sure that I replenished my glove box with more napkins just in case.
Sacrificed so many fucking tube socks.
You've wiped your ass with a tube sock?
It's that or nothing? Then yeah, I'm taking the sock off and I'm cleaning my ass with it.
Oh man! But the thing is, though, is I'm doing like construction work in the middle of summer, and I'm going to sit there and use my bare foot into a shoe. That's how you get blisters, and your foot gets all fucked up.
You want fucking shit ass?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
No, sock goes.
Okay. All right. Well, I understand that.
I see what you're saying.
You know what? But I'm just saying.
There's been times where I've actually sacrificed my boxers and took those off and used those to clean my ass and then threw away the boxers.
When I've sharded before in my boxers, the boxers go immediately. They're done.
It's a done deal.
It's a done deal. I don't want to, it's a done deal.
Did I ever share, because we were talking about the porta potties, did I ever share the story of one time I had the porta potty situation with in someone's house?
Oh, yeah. One of his fucking coworkers.
Oh, this is a long time ago.
I think you told this story
I don't
already.
think I ever told this. Dennis, do you remember that?
No, I don't recall.
Yeah. So,
I'll stop you halfway through.
By the way, the last two shows have been about defecation. You know that?
No,
like the last...
I didn't know how it's because we said something about you want to talk Chinese food, it goes straight to that.
I guess
That's on you, bro. It's on you. It's on the script, Chinese
That's the
food.
correlation.
What are we going to talk about?
That's the correlation. You're right.
So, but anyways, years ago I was working at a builder and I had a watch this one dude's area pretty much, and he would never lock up his houses. So he would have full houses in there with appliances and all these things, and people would steal the appliances at night. Oh well, whatever. I didn't need to lock up. So I would have to drive to the other side of town and double check them every day. All right, it was my buddy Ryan. So I'm like, dude, and I'm like, Ryan, lock up your fucking houses, dude. This is ridiculous. Every day. So I go there one day. Sure enough, his house isn't locked, dude. The house is completely clean. It's spotless. It's ready to go. Appliances in. I'm like, all right, dude, I'm going to teach this guy a lesson. So there's a forklift on the site. And back in the day, you can take like a broken nail and pretty much start up a forklift or whatever like that. So I get the forklift. It's a big house, dude. It's like a 4,000 square foot house. It's got a huge door. So I lift up a porta potty, right, through the door. I push it through, and then I go put it where the refrigerator is supposed to go in the house. All right? Just to teach them a lesson, all right? Now, since this company went under, if they found out I did this, they would have fired me. So I can tell the story now because the company's gone. But I would never do this for the company I currently work for. But anyways, just to throw that out there,
I would shit in their brand new toilets. But,
so anyways, what I wasn't aware of, because all I was doing was checking up on him, is at 7 a.m. he was going to walk the homeowner in the house. So I locked up the house for him. He walks in there with the homeowner, and he's like, yeah, so here's your new kitchen, and boom, and they all said the shitter.
Was there
where the fridge is supposed to be.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the homeowner's like, what the fuck is that? And he's like,
Did it stink?
dude, the house reeked. It was summertime. The house reeked, dude. This lady exploded, man.
Oh, dude, are you kidding me?
Can you guys imagine?
Dude, I would have.
All right, so I was gonna come into work the next day and brag about my prank, and then when I came in there, did you hear, dude, they're gonna fire whoever did that. They think the framers did it. What? Who would do that? Oh, Jesus. I gotta go. Like, dude, I swear to God, they called us all to the office for a meeting. We gotta figure this out right now. I'm sitting there like, fuck, dude. I bragged to all my friends. Like, none of my coworkers know. And the best part of it is that Ryan's sitting next to me in the meeting. He's like, I know you fucking did that, bro. I know you fucking did that. I'm like, dude, how? How would I lift a porta potty by myself? What? I don't know how you did it, but I know you fucking did that. Bro, I'm telling you right now, I didn't lift no porta potty with my hands. It's nasty.
Did you ever tell Ryan eventually?
Oh, yeah. After that, we went in, I'm like, yeah, I did that, bro.
What did he say?
He's like, I fucking knew. Like, everybody knew, dude. I'm a prankster. I do shit like this, you guys. I learned, because at my age now, I learned not to do this because I don't want to lose my fucking job or livelihood. But back in the day, I was probably 24 at that time, dude. I was an idiot.
You were a young asshole.
So, anyways, just threw that story out there. I don't think I ever told it before.
It's funny.
Have I told it, Dennis?
I've never heard that.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
or you just said it and I never paid attention.
Yeah,
right. That's very easy.
Too.
Usually when you talk, I check out.
Yeah.
So
usually when you talk, I check out.
Rise to Offend got me in trouble, you guys.
What?
It did.
Rise to Offend gets everybody
First
in trouble.
off, the Rise to Offend is trouble.
It is. It really is.
Well, how did it get you in trouble?
Well, this is the thing, okay? I don't remember even talking about this, but on Friday, my girl, she sends me a text message, and she's like, all right, have a good night. And then all of a sudden she goes, oh, and by the way, if I hear one more person tell me that I fucked up your truck deal or something, because basically what she's saying is if I hear one more person say that you're blaming me for the bad deal you got on your truck, I'm going to get really pissed off. And I go, what are you talking about? She's like, I've had 3 people tell me they heard you say something on the show, and then my stepdad went in for a fucking haircut and threw me under the water. Threw me under the fucking bus,
under
right?
The water?
Yeah, threw me under the water.
Under the litter box.
Yeah, fub ate him. But,
Brandon is slow tonight.
Dude,
Come on, man. Get your words
I don't know
together.
what's happening here.
I do not recall you pinning that on her.
But that's what I'm saying.
No, neither do I. When he
because basically what it was,
because
how it all went is as soon as I got behind the wheel of this Tacoma, which by the way is it just got it back today, and I don't know if it's fixed or not. Now it's in my head, if it's running like it used to. I don't know. You know what I mean? After 2 weeks in the fucking shop, I get my new truck back, and I'm like, is it fixed? I don't know if it's fixed. It doesn't. I don't know. It just. Yeah. And now I'm looking for anything that doesn't sound right, and I'm just paranoid now behind the wheel of this goddamn truck.
Well, it was in the shop for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
right?
it was in the shop for 2 weeks, dude, and they did everything, dude. I got 3 pages of things that they had to fix on the bill. 3 fucking pages. Like, god damn, dude. So anyway, I get the truck. But this is when I bought the truck she's referring to, and I don't remember ever saying that I remember saying that I listened to her and like she didn't really know what was what either, you know what I mean? But I was already set on this truck, and I'm like, I want it, like there was somebody bidding on the truck right behind me, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like they were at an auction, like, oh, right over here, governor, you know what I mean? Like throwing up a number. But
nobody says that at auctions.
Right.
But go on.
Well, governor,
you have recorded proof if you did or did not, though.
Right.
I don't recall you mentioning.
I don't
her
think
name
you did either.
Right.
About purchasing the truck at all.
But anyway,
people are saying it.
People are saying that to her, and then my stepdad made a comment about it, and now she's shitty about it, right? So, and I'm like, I don't remember saying that, and then but I may have, though. I mean, we all have said very incriminating
Absolutely
things.
Possible, but I don't recall you bringing her name.
I mean, we've all
that.
said incriminating things on this show, so it's like...
That's the thing, is that we'll say something and not be aware of it, and then our significant others will be like, did you say this on the show? I'm like, did I say that on the show? Oh. And then you listen to it, you're like, oh, fuck, I did.
Because here's the thing.
People told her that you said it was...
that I listened to her.
You got a bad deal and it's her fault?
Yeah.
And that I got a bad deal and I was listening to her.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
not.
I didn't say
no
that.
fucking way.
Thank you. The bottom line is this show, like, Dennis is a bad influence on me. We're both a bad influence on Pete.
Yeah.
And Pete's got a vagina. It's like...
I don't have a vagina. We just all put our foot in our mouths as normal people. So
exactly.
give us a recording of it.
So the next day, so we kind of, it seems like it's hashed out over the text message. She's like, all right, I go, I'm sorry, babe, I love you, I'm sorry. And then she's like, all right, well, have a good show. You got it. The next morning she wakes up and she's very cold towards me. And I go, what's going on?
Not giving up the clam, you mean?
Right.
That's exactly what we was talking about, how we get in trouble with comments like that.
See that? And yes, you're right. But it was. But no, she just was very cold towards me, and I go, "Hey, why do you got the fuck you Brandon face on? What's this all about?" Right? And she's like,
"I'm an American."
She could have been like, "You don't remember peeing the bed?"
Yeah, there's a bunch of reasons why she could have the fuck you Brandon.
You
face
asked
on.
Because you could have done something wrong for sure.
Well, that's exactly it. I needed to know.
Feeling,
like, I'm like, how sure am I? So, So I go, why do you got the fuck you Brandon face on? She's like, I'm just mad at, I'm just, it kind of pisses me off that you would say that. And I go, I thought we handled this yesterday. I said, it was my fault. I got super excited when I got behind the wheel of the truck, and I'm a fucking moron. And I just took the first deal they threw at me. I'm an idiot. She goes, all right. And I go, are we all right now? She goes, yeah. And then she gave me a kiss, and she's like, oh, I know. She goes, look, I just started my period. And I go, yeah, I could tell.
That explains everything.
It was
man.
But that's what makes her a good girlfriend. Because when she goes, oh, I just started my period. And I go, yeah, I could tell. She laughed. She laughed at that.
Yeah.
And that's what makes a good girl for me, because she knows that I'm just going to try and joke my way out of every situation that I'm in where I look like a dickhead, and that's why she's the perfect girl.
Mouth puncher like all the other ones.
Like all the other ones.
Mouth punch?
I've had a history of mouth punching. When did this happen?
I know. I just like the phrase mouth
start
punch.
You on it.
Mouth punching.
Isn't it usually punch in the mouth? What are you, a Vietnamese guy trying to explain something?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
All right, Pete, let's do the news. Recorded from the RTO studios in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Pete Spajic and the news. All right.
Oh, man, we're doing the news.
All right.
Big story, guys. Big story in the world of sports, Dennis. But
hey, I'm a huge sports fan.
yes. Anyways, it's going to be a fun discussion with you, I'm sure.
Go Blazers!
They're a team.
And they're winning.
And they're winning
saw
right
somebody put that on Facebook earlier.
Well,
I don't
whoever
know where,
put that,
I don't know
there's
where
glad
the
you said
Blazers play.
So in the NBA, guys, there's a owner for the Los Angeles Clippers by the name of Donald Sterling. That's all in the news. He was recorded having a conversation with his girlfriend, and he said some very racist comments, such as, you should never bring black people to the show. He doesn't want you taking pictures of black people and putting it on your Instagram. Meanwhile, she is half black. Just to throw that
also
out there,
looks
too.
like-
Actually, we actually do have some audio. Some audio.
She also
of
looks like Stevie Wonder was her plastic surgeon.
No kidding. No kidding, dude.
She has some bad plastic surgery.
Yeah,
damn it.
horrible.
All right, look.
Look at him.
But we have some audio of
Let's
this.
hear this.
No, I'm after your ass, nigga. You talking, nigga. I'm gonna fucking murder you, too.
Yeah.
She sounds like a dude.
God, Donald Sterling was
That
mad.
has something to do with Kung Lao. I
Yeah.
think we got our audio mixed
All
up.
right.
That's a video game one.
All right.
I have my own.
But anyway, though, so go ahead. So,
Take
So
this
pretty
story when
much,
you're
no,
done.
we're going to go straight to you right after this. So pretty much what ended up happening is the NBA heard the racist comments, and the NBA decided to give this man a lifetime ban, and then force the owners to either take his side publicly. Okay, so they would be like, yes, we're taking the side of a racist, or force him to sell the team. So pretty much he's going to have to sell the team because nobody can publicly back him.
Yeah.
Because in business, you don't back someone that is a racist, even if you are one. So then I'm not saying other owners are, but what I'm saying is that nobody can back him. He's pretty much going to have to sell his team.
I understand their position.
So Dennis Huff, what do you think about this scenario?
I have a few different opinions on the whole thing. One of which is, what a fucking cunt that set up her fucking boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
That was deliberate. She set him up to fucking frame him. I don't know who was behind her motivation, but somebody was, and she's getting rich because of it, and hopefully she'll get a human face.
Yeah, but that's the company he decided to keep.
Well, she a bitch? Of course.
Yeah, that's on him.
Secondly, is that where we're at as a fucking species where if you're a fucking meanie and a jerk and say things that aren't nice, you fucking lose everything?
Well, let's be honest.
He's not losing.
He's not losing everything.
No,
he bought the
I'm
team
taking the money out of this equation. It's got nothing to do with money. He has to fucking get rid of his basketball team because he's not a nice man.
Well, he's got power, though, man. He's got power, he's got money, and he's got a responsibility to owning a team.
I understand that, and he should be punished.
But what's
should
the proper
he be banned from the fucking NBA because he said things that weren't nice in his own private time when he didn't know he was being recorded?
The NBA.
Dennis
Yes.
is angry.
Do you understand my point of view?
No, I see.
I will preface this whole thing by I don't agree with anything he said, and I think he's a despicable person for what he said. But he said it when he thought he was alone with his fucking chick, and she was recording him, and now he is banned and has to sell his team and can't own a team in the NBA now.
The NBA is a business. If you're a business owner and this guy represents your business, you have to swift cut him so you don't lose money.
So does he not own the team?
But the thing is, though, is having Dennis. I mean, having Dennis Sterling, Donald Sterling. I'm just
he's looking at Dennis.
I'm looking at Dennis.
Yeah.
Well, Dennis
all you
is super
racists
racist.
look alike.
Yeah.
All you racists look alike.
Do you understand my point? Is all I want you to.
Oh yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Does not seem a little bit extreme?
Look, here's the thing.
I don't think it does. I think that's the obvious answer.
I think that's the obvious answer because
There's
here's
no
the thing.
There's no other way to handle it.
Because if you have everybody, because this is what would have happened. There were whole teams that were going to go on strike, and teams that weren't even involved. There were other teams that were not involved in the series. There was the Golden State Warriors, who are the team that the Clippers are playing right now. They were going to walk off the court if he would have still been around to come. You know, not only the Clippers would they have just stopped doing, but other teams would have too, because they would have been in protest. And on top of that, what is the commissioner going to do? I mean, it's like you have to have him out of the game. You have to. And it's like, and the thing is, was it extreme? Yeah, but you can't compare owning a basketball team that is part of a league where 70% of the players are African American. You can't compare that job to someone else's job where it's like, you know what? Hey, he owns a fucking Denny's or something like that. NBA, it's a different animal.
So when people say mean things now, they should be banished from their careers.
No, here's a fact.
Like the guy who wants
an
all-black league, like Snoop Dogg, who called this Sterling guy a redneck white bread motherfucker today. Should he get fined and be banned from the rap biz?
He doesn't represent anything but himself.
Yeah, he represents a record label that's a business.
No, he represents an individual, which is Snoop Dogg.
Wait a minute.
The record label is not represented. Like whoever Snoop Dogg's record label is not represent Snoop Dogg. It's just like a commentary from an actor is not represented by 20th Century Fox.
But commentary from a basketball team owner represents the NBA.
It does.
How is that fucking any different?
Everything that the Los Angeles Clippers name on it, logo on it, NBA, all that profit goes to this guy. So he represents a huge thing in the league. If a basketball player said something like Meta World Peace went out and punched a fan, that's an individual. He's an employee. It's a different thing. They can just fine him and this and that. But him getting back on the court doesn't represent the league.
Okay, what about what about a player who goes on record on TV and says that we need a all-black league?
Well, he's a former. He's talking about UNLV, former UNLV runner.
Is that an okay thing to say, Pete?
What?
Is that a nice thing to say? We need an all-black league?
He's not a representative.
Well, we'll get to that
NBA,
in just a little bit. We'll get to that in just a little bit. And we will get to that.
And he's just a player. Again, he's just an individual, though. I mean,
yeah, we'll get to that in just a bit.
Well, I'm glad we've ended racism.
Well, that's the thing. You see, the thing is when you can't look at Donald Sterling's job, and not job, but him owning the Clippers as a regular everyday job, because there's just there's too much fallout to it. And when you have the head of an organization with all these players, that, by the way, people turn to for opinions, he's the boss of a bunch of public figures. You know, so it's like, and now you have all these black dudes playing for Donald Sterling, and they're like, hey, well, how do you feel like playing for a race? Well, it's a paycheck, and now you have everybody wanting them. Now there's pressure on these guys, and now they're looked at as in a negative light. I mean, it's.
But Brandon just nailed it right there, Dennis. Is that everybody known this guy as a racist for 20 years? As a thing,
and nothing has been done.
And nothing has been done until now because of that audio tape. Exactly. So he was allowed to skate by for 20 years being himself, but as soon as the media got it and it got out from his lips to the air, then the NBA had to step in. But the NBA didn't step in until it could affect the business, and that is any job.
I read another story where he owned some apartments or something and turned down residency to people of color because they attract roaches and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I'm saying. That's like
he said
that's
that
why
years
a lot.
ago.
Right. Why was nothing done?
Well, there you go.
Nobody cared.
There you go. Because there was no audio proof of that. Yeah, there was actual proof of this.
Yeah, there was no audio tape of that. That was just that can be hearsay. He can be like, I didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? But on this one, they did the investigation. They said that's definitely him on the tape. He admitted that to being him. You know, so. The only thing that I'm on his side with, and I don't know if you guys agree, is that obviously whoever recorded this and sent him out there and set him up, you know, but if he's a racist piece of shit and he's been one for years, dude, you know, good riddance to people like that.
Right, you're right
that
about
way
that.
Thinking can go.
But at the
I don't
same
give a
time,
shit.
though, does it scare the shit out of me now?
No.
That's like if I'm over here, if Dennis and I are talking about somebody that we work with, and holy shit, have we said some horrible fucking things about coworkers?
Let me say this:
horrible things.
But it's the company you keep. If you're good people, nobody's going to throw you under the bus, and nobody's going to record you like this dude. Nobody likes this guy. This guy's a piece
Would you
of shit.
categorize Dennis as good people?
Yeah, Dennis is.
Come on.
Yes. Dennis is an honorable dude, is what I'm saying. If I said something to him in a room over here, and I said something that he knows can get me mess with my life or anything like that, he's not going to pass that along.
All right.
Well, I have one more. We could go about this all night.
But go ahead.
I have one more thought on this, and that is everybody who has been either on TV, radio, sports stations, Facebook, whatever, everybody who was cheering and saying, yeah, motherfucker, that's what you get. They are part of the problem, and they are equally as racist as him. Why would you cheer for somebody, for somebody's misfortune? You're a racist, and you lost everything. Ha ha! You're part of the fucking problem.
No, that doesn't. That makes absolutely no sense.
No, it makes perfect sense.
So if you're cheering that a racist got their shit taken away, that makes you racist.
Yes.
How does that make you racist?
You're part of the fucking problem. Why is that a happy day for you? The guy lost everything. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. I'm saying, why does that make you fucking happy? Why are you going to cheer and dance around?
Well, because everybody likes to see justice happen.
No.
Everybody likes.
That wasn't justice.
That wasn't justice. Look.
No. Like I said, he's a despicable dude. He said some horrible things, and he should be punished. But
despicable people need to be punished, don't they?
Absolutely.
All right, and then he just got his justice.
But that's not justice. That's, I think...
Well, what happened to him, how it went down, was probably the most dirtiest, backhanded fucking thing of all time.
Right.
It's the shittiest thing. You're talking with somebody that you trust, who, by the way, I mean, let's face it, you're 81 years old, you're banging some 38-year-old chick who obviously is a socialite. You know, she likes to be seen with celebrities. Why would you put any faith in a dumb cum dumpster like that? You know what I'm saying?
No.
I just think
the girl's as low as him.
I just think
the girl is just as low
as him. She's half black.
People
and she's
who are
racist.
cheering about this and having their little parties, there's no lesson learned from them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But the thing is, though, is it's funny because these people...
They're just saying, I got it. They got another one.
Well, what I'm saying is the people that are really cheering about this, and they're like, yeah, we got him. Doesn't matter how we got him. Now we have a problem. Because with the way they got him was very backhanded, very underhanded.
I also read another
and it was
story
very shitty.
that I'm going to have to look into. That it is. I read that it is illegal to record someone without their knowledge in California.
It is off the record, yeah.
Now, if this is in fact
record.
true, then that is inadmissible in court. So it never happened.
Right, but the thing is, though, is it reached TMZ. And as soon as it became public knowledge, everybody already had their verdict.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be totally honest. I mean, it's like I'm not allowed to videotape you. You know, I'm not allowed to sit there and videotape random people. But if I catch someone beating the shit out of someone, then I submit it to the internet. And, hey, look at what this guy did. And then the cops start knocking on your door. Hey, we caught you. You beat the shit out of someone. No, I didn't. Yeah, there's video of it. I didn't know there was somebody videotaping me. That's illegal.
But if you're a politician, an actor, a owner of this magnitude, you have to, that's what I'm saying, you have to realize anything you say like this can get you in trouble. Now, if you trust someone like your girlfriend, like I said, which I agree with everybody on that part, the fact that this came from that angle. But we don't know who it came from technically. We're just guessing.
We know exactly who it came from. But the thing is, though, is how are we going to be able to prove it came from her?
Yeah. I don't know. The point being is people who say mean things can lose everything. That's not a place that I feel comfortable living.
Right. You're totally right. But at the same time, though,
regardless of what you say and how fucking awful of a thing that you say, to lose everything because of something you said because you're not a nice fucking person, that's not.
But what I'm saying is, though, is. But it's not just. But him being in the league isn't just bad for him. It's bad for everybody. For the NBA. It's bad for every other owner. And the other owners are the ones that are going to sit there and press him to put, which, by the way, he's still saying he's not going to sell the team. I'm not selling the team. Are you out of your fucking mind? You better sell right now while you got some star players on that, because as soon as they leave, you're going to make no profit whatsoever. You better sell it right now, dude. Well, right now.
I don't know, man. We got a public that's very forgiving. So if they're fans of Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, they'll keep. The stadium will keep
and you're
being
totally
packed.
right.
In a year from now, if this blows over and he still owns the team, dude, I guarantee you won't even.
And that's the thing too.
That's something about this culture that's so weird. They want justice now, swift. If not, they forget about it.
You're totally right. That's actually a very good point, because look at what happened with Ray Lewis. Saw two of his buddies kill someone. And then it's didn't turn him in, but now all of a sudden, after he's done this football career, let's give him a spot on ESPN. Yeah. I mean, it's very laughable. And so whenever I hear ESPN, especially when I hear ESPN broadcasters trying to be on their moral high horse, I'm like, did you see who you got over there on your fucking roster? You got a fucking murderer hanging out with you. You know what I mean? Someone died. He knew about it. He didn't tell the fucking cops. Now, you could sit there and say that that's a loyal friend or whatever, but you know what? There's a family out there who lost their son, and their father, and their brother, and Ray Lewis knows who did it, and he's like, I didn't see shit. Yeah. Never mind the fact that he had a white suit covered in blood, told the limo driver, stop by a dumpster. They ditched the suit. He drove away. And then the next day, then a few days later, the limo driver came by and said, yeah, they told me to stop by a dumpster, so I did. I didn't know what they wanted, And then they went and looked for the dumpster. They couldn't find the suit. No evidence.
So, exactly.
But you're totally right.
Yeah.
It's like you're totally right.
You said,
Don't just forget
Floyd
shit.
Mayweather can beat up his woman, go to jail for a month. Hey, his pay-per-view sets records the next one.
Allen Iverson pushed
3 months ago.
Iverson beat up his wife, pushed her out in the freezing cold, stark-ass naked.
Yeah.
Granted, these are things that are happening a long time ago.
Yes, but the point being is that if Donald Sterling
but you're talking about people forgetting.
Team,
you're talking about people forgetting.
People won't care.
I don't
September comes up. Staples Center will be packed to see Blake and Chris Paul play, man. And they got contracts, and they'll keep playing. And they'll be packed, dude. Sterling won't be in the building, and people will be like, oh, whatever. But he'll still be getting the paycheck if he owns that team, dude. He'll still be getting all that money.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, but what kind of free agents are going to want to go there, dude? No one is going to want to go there.
Money talks, dude. Everybody wants to play in Los Angeles. If you got a good team, I don't care. I'm telling you right now, dudes will sell out for any dollar amount, dude.
That's a true story.
And that's a fact, dude.
That's a true story.
So this thing being a big deal, it's not. If it doesn't go out the way, everybody's proud of the commissioner. Oh, we banned him from the NBA. Dude, you're doing it for money. We're not idiots. That's all it is. You're just saving face so you can make your dollar bills.
I think.
But any which way, if it doesn't work out his way, the Clippers will be the Clippers. Fans will pack the stadiums. People will still wear the jerseys.
I think a lot to do with these so-called scandals that are blowing up over the last couple of years is, unfortunately, and sometimes fortunately, the Internet. The Internet wasn't here in the 1980s.
Oh,
so
dude, are you kidding me? The Internet is crazy,
Nobody
bro.
heard about it.
Dude, here's the thing. The last president that people gave praise to was Bill Clinton, okay? Yeah. There was no Internet. There was no fucking Internet. Soon as George Bush, oh, goddamn, he's fucking that's because now the Internet was in full force.
Yeah.
And then everybody had information at the touch of a button. Now you can hear, you can follow what he's doing, you can read every single telecast. Before, what'd you have? You had a newspaper or something like that, and you didn't get it.
Press release.
Yeah, press release. Yeah. You know, you didn't have that type of shit. You had to watch the news, and guess what? We didn't have then. We didn't have DVRs. We couldn't sit there. We couldn't get information then like we could now.
No, it's the sad thing about the internet is that there's a lot of lies
every
on
fucking
there,
president before then would have been caught just like Bill Clinton did with Monica Lewinsky 8 times over, bro.
You're right.
I can promise you right now, JFK. Oh, he's so great. Look what he did for civil rights. You're absolutely right. Did a great thing, but I promise you, there was some fucked up shit that we would have, that with the information that we have now, we would have caught him, and he probably would have resigned just like Tricky Dick did.
Yeah. And that's the thing with the internet is it's nothing but a bunch of negativity from a bunch of people.
It is.
That's what sucks.
90% of it.
90% is negative crap.
Right.
Whether it's about a president, whether it's about Donald Sterling.
It's a fucking propaganda machine, dude.
And then we fall into it. We all fall into it.
We do. We do. Look how negative this show is.
This show's a
Holy
ball of
shit,
man.
It's
God damn.
God damn. At least it's a whole turd. It's not eating Chinese food. Turnado.
Actually, I
That's
think
true.
it's a good thing. We're changing lives, but that's just my opinion.
Right.
That's true. Speaking of eating...
Well, actually, but I do want to talk about, because you brought up Larry Johnson. Now, Larry Johnson
was
UNLV, former UNLV basketball player, grandmama, beloved in this city. Now, this is the thing. Whenever you hear ignorance being displayed, like what Donald Sterling displayed, more ignorance is bound to follow.
Yeah.
And then Larry Johnson, ignorance. He decides he says that he wants to start up an all-black basketball league, and
Not
that right
racist.
there. Yeah, not racist at all. I mean, it's like, dude, seriously, you can't fight racism with more racism.
No, anytime you drop segregation in your idea, it's very, very racist.
Exactly.
It's 1950s racist.
You know, and that's what I'm saying. And it's like, basically what he's doing is he's sweeping under the rug all the civil rights marches and speeches and doing away with the Negro Leagues in the 20s and the 30s and all the accomplishments Jackie Robinson made. No, fuck that. We want to go back to when it was before, when it was just us.
Yeah.
Like, are you out of your fucking mind, dude? Right. That's not how it works.
And that's another thing with the internet is that Larry Johnson probably made a comment in anger. Right.
Well, he tweeted it.
Okay, well, that's actually never mind.
Exactly.
Right. And so he thought about probably. Well, maybe he didn't.
He's probably been thinking about this for some time, though. But who knows? But the thing is, though,
but nobody gives a shit, and it's not blown up on the internet.
Yeah.
Right. See, that's the problem.
Why, Pete? Why is it not blown up on the internet? Why is it not a big deal?
I don't know.
Please remain calm.
Oh.
Dennis Huff
No,
is
I don't
angry.
know.
Please remain calm.
I know.
Dennis Huff is angry.
So,
but it's like,
but why do we?
You do
feel
have a
that
point,
we
though.
have to
You do have a
share
point.
Those opinions with, like,
you do have a point, though. But the thing is, though, is like, well, because he's a public figure. The thing is, though, is Dennis is right. It's amazing how there's a couple of situations that happened that I noticed that got swept under the rug rather quickly. Jay-Z wearing a necklace that said the 3% represents this group called the 3%, a very Nation of Islam, and the leader flat out says, the leader of this certain brand known as the 3%, one of his quotes is, "White men are wicked and weak." And then when they asked Jay-Z, does that necklace mean something to you? And he goes, "Yes, it does." And he goes, "Do you believe what they're preaching?" He goes, "Some of it." And then they just left it at that. Nobody questions Jay-Z.
And there he sits in the front row with his big medallion, his big racist medallion.
Yeah, but no one fucking questions him. Larry Johnson, dude, you have to punch in Larry Johnson, Black Basketball Association, specifically to get this story. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, so you really have to dig. And it's like, and the only reason that I was catching it is just because I go through hundreds of news stories a day, and I'm like, what's this? And then, but did I see it on CNN? Did I see it on Fox News? Did I see it on all these others? No, dude. You don't get it brought up, and that's the problem now with racism, is because more and more people are forgetting that it's a two-way street. Both sides have to be punished, both sides have to be reprimanded, and both sides have to play nice in order for everyone to play nice.
Agreed.
Yeah, no,
I agree completely, man.
All right, anyway,
discrimination at this stage is, like I said, it's an old topic. No matter what race you are, it just doesn't work out. Same with sex, dude. Like gay, straight, whatever. It's
the same. It's just as bad as somebody say, "Well, that's reverse racism." What the fuck is that? That's not even a thing.
Reverse racism is so dumb. Whenever I hear that, it's racism.
Racism is you hold people at a lower standard because of their color and race. every race is capable of racism. It's not fucking reverse racism. It's racism.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's what upsets me so much about Larry Johnson saying they should have an all-black league is because you're forgetting what makes America great, and that's diversity. We are all different. We all come from different backgrounds. But the thing is, though, is we all learn how to play together. There's no fucking wars. There's no violent wars between races. It doesn't happen out here. It does not fucking happen.
Anybody of any color in this country should be offended by what that dude said.
Yeah. Oh, well, believe me, there was. I'm sure there was. I'm sure that's why it didn't get. That's why it didn't get brought up, because they're just like, dude, Larry, shut up. You know, I mean, go back to wearing old woman's clothes.
Maybe there are, when a comment is dumb, they shouldn't blast it. They should just let it go.
Right.
Anyways,
let
it go.
All right. How about news?
Let's just do some news and try to have some jokes in the next story. All right, guys. Uganda preacher who demanded anti-gay law. You guys remember this guy? We have a clip of him.
Eat the poo-poo.
Yeah, you got the clip.
Is he the guy?
Yeah, he's the same dude
He's
that does
back in the news?
Yeah.
He hasn't had his arms and head off.
He demanded the anti-gay law, but he may be charged under the anti-gay law now. Okay.
Oh.
Pastor Martin Sempa is notorious in Uganda for screening gay porn in his churches and claiming gay men eat poo-poo. If Brandon finds the clip, I'll be so happy.
I can't find it.
It's all good. But now, after the pastor promoted and held a huge 10,000 people rally to celebrate the Anti-Homosexuality Act after it was signed into law, is being accused of promoting homosexuality.
Because of showing the gay porn?
No. Yes, because he is. He moves everywhere with clips of gay men. He is so disgusting that at one point he said homosexuals licked each other's assholes like ice cream.
God damn it, dude. I don't know where the clip is at.
The ice cream sounds wonderful, right? No. Another example is he seems to be obsessed with gay porn and showing it to everybody and every kid in every age.
Go ahead, keep going.
Oh, yeah.
Slower.
Very soon, people are going to get used to the idea at some point men can have sex with fellow men, and armed with the knowledge Sempa has distributed.
Keep sniffing your snot.
Jesus Christ. You really fucked up the mood.
Dude, I gotta fucking wipe my nose.
So that's the most hilarious thing in the world. So he hates gay people, walks around with a bunch of gay porn to show how disgusting gay people can be, and then
masturbate.
They end up getting it illegal. They end up making it illegal in Uganda, but then he gets busted for having gay porn.
He got in trouble for the anti-gay law.
Poetic justice.
He went to a talk show and he had carrots and cucumbers and showed how lesbians had sex with each other, rubbing it on their clitoris.
Oh, okay.
That's when he got in trouble for the anti-gay law. So,
how would you? That's with carrots and. Carrots and cucumbers. Like, you would think it would just be like a pineapple cut in half
to show lesbians.
They don't have vegetables that regularly available there.
Yeah,
well, he obviously they don't have vegetables. It's reverse racism, Dennis.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's just.
All right, moving on. All right, guys, this story goes straight to Kenya.
Oh snap!
Oh snap! Size really does matter. Women are more likely to cheat on men with larger penises, new study claims. So the report authors wrote, surprisingly, spouses longer fully erect penises was associated with increased likelihood of the woman having extramarital partnership, meaning that big dicks hurt. Therefore, they look for smaller dicks so they can enjoy sex.
Okay,
so
now now here's the thing. This you can't really. The fact that the study was taken from Kenya definitely does not work in America's favor. You know what I mean? Because when you're banging nothing but Kenyan dicks, I'm sure the occasional Asian is going to feel fucking phenomenal. Jesus Christ, Pete, you were really fucking up the show.
You did not hear me do that.
I totally heard you do it.
I heard it.
I apologize. I blew my nose, friends.
Oh, my God. Yeah, it's just nothing but getting plowed by the biggest dongs on the planet. You know what? I think I'm going to go for a medium.
I'm going to go get FUD. Hi-oh.
All right, so moving on. That's very good points there, actually, that the story is in Kenya. I wonder if you did this thing in, I don't know, India.
I was going to say Canada.
Yeah,
in Canada.
Canada, yeah, or if you did it in Canada, or if you did it in Phoenix, for Christ's sake. I mean, like, just some place where the population is a little more diverse.
Just not
than
Kenya
nothing but the biggest cocks on the planet.
Not
right?
Kenya or Detroit.
Kenya is known for their big dicks and long distance running. That's about it, dude.
I'm not familiar with that. But...
you don't need to be.
You never seen that? Long distance
what?
Kenyan runners? They don't wear shoes, and they always win like the Boston Marathon and stuff. They're like amazing.
I know about their running skills.
Right. Oh, but they're
I'm not
big
knowing
dicks?
about their cock sizes.
They're black dudes from the motherland. That's all you need to know. Moving on.
Do you accept, Dennis?
I don't know.
We can talk more dick
Okay,
if you
look,
like.
I've been in a locker room.
With Kenyans.
I think he's got you.
Okay, maybe not what to say. Yeah.
All right.
And maybe
a group of fast-ass Kenyans.
Well, you know what?
They're scooch in the locker room.
Maybe
not getting away.
Next time you see a black dude in the locker room, ask him if he's Kenyan.
Yeah,
Be
no
like,
shit.
Makes total sense.
Well,
dude.
I mean, they could have been descendants. I mean, who the fuck knows, dude?
I love it.
You know, they could have been like a fucking 20th degree descendant of a Kenyan.
Could have been. Don't roll. Could have been. Don't roll with Dennis's claim that you don't know.
Where's your family from? Holland.
Shit, I know. Huh?
Where that's where you're from? Okay, obviously you look like an asshole now.
Well done.
Hello, yeah. Hello, sir.
So, there's a new dating app. It's an anti-Tinder dating app based on brains rather than beauty. Hides people's faces and matches users with similar hobbies. I think that we've done one on this before, but this is I'm just going to read what I got here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Twine Canvas claims to be the first flirting and dating app where brains come before beauty. Instead of choosing a photo to entice people to click on their dating profile, users create a canvas of images reflecting their personalities and interests.
That is because they're smart and ugly.
Yeah, that's a good possibility that it's the most mannish lesbians on the planet that are using that fucking app because
it's all like they all look like Mayim Bialik.
Men are
like Blossom.
Like Blossom, really, yeah. Men are way too shallow to use that. Yeah. There's no man out there going, you know what? I don't care what she looks like. She could look like a fucking Amish dude. But hey, she likes to watch Cosmos every Monday night, and that's the kind of girl I'm looking for.
You're right, man. But I'll tell you, I wish women were a little more shallow. You know, I think women. You're right. Men are too shallow to use this, but I think women should be.
You know what woman? Dennis is happy is not shallow.
Blossom,
his wife.
Yeah.
Oh, his wife.
I'm happy that she's.
I'm happy she's not shallow at all.
A worker too.
Yeah,
all right, guys.
And educated.
Next story, yeah. World's fattest woman plans to walk up aisle with toy boy lover.
Doubt it.
Yeah, okay. First off, there's going to be no possible.
Nowhere.
Yeah,
the world's fattest woman is determined to walk up the aisle to marry her toy boy lover despite weighing twice as much as him.
Dude.
Also, I saw the picture, and I don't know where they get the math about twice as much as him.
It's like 4
times. You could fit 6 of him inside of her.
Dude, we're talking like she's like 720 pounds.
She has front butt on her knees.
That's a perfect description. You are totally right.
I was going to say her thighs had a beer gut. I mean, it was crazy, dude. It's crazy.
That chick ain't mobile.
I don't know if you have ever seen. I know Dennis hasn't seen it, but have you ever seen Akira, Pete? Remember
Akira, the
Japanese?
Yeah,
remember
Japanese
when the
movie,
guy just blows up?
Yeah.
That's what this chick looks like. I mean, it's just a fucking disaster of a human being.
She has to lose like 200 pounds before she can, or she's going to die from like gastric bypass. They said so. She's planning to do this, but
gastric bypass is a surgery.
No. Before she can have, before she can have her gastric bypass surgery to save her life, she has to lose 20 pounds. So she can't even go under the knife right now because she's so heavy.
Oh my god,
that's a shame. But still, you ain't walking nowhere.
Seriously. She has to use a whole towel as a tampon. Like it's got to be
like a roll of Bounty.
No shit. What's this dude's
dude? Seriously, dude.
He
like
wants
honestly,
to be on TV, dude.
Dude, her vagina
doesn't love her.
Yeah, her vagina probably looks like a slaughterhouse.
She's probably seen it more recently than him. How's he going to get down to that?
Like, not to sound cold, but she's on her deathbed. Like, why are you going to... Like, I'm not going to go run out and find somebody that's, like, dying of cancer so I can crush myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody's absolutely...
Well, how much money do they have?
Not healthy. No,
so you got to ask yourself that question.
How much money does she have?
Huh?
How much money does she
Well,
have?
obviously she has enough to eat. A lot.
She's got enough to eat.
She could feed a fucking...
Hey, you sure we're not paying for her food?
Oh, my God.
She can't walk. Are you sure it's not?
Dude, there's no way she's going to be able to get down the aisle. They're going to have to use like a big piece of plastic and cover it in oil and just slide her down like a fucking shuffleboard.
They could
You're
just
going to do a slip and slide on the aisle. Go, girl.
They could just come to her.
Well, yeah.
He should walk to her.
Bring it to the house.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what? It's a new day and age, man. Why be traditional at this point?
So,
you're marrying a whole family of a person.
I am happy for her that she found love, and it shows everybody that anybody can find love, no matter what you look like. However,
it's all bullshit.
It seems like a publicity stunt.
Publicity.
Publicity. There you go. Wow.
Verblicity. Verbatims.
All right, go ahead. One more, Pete.
Let's
wrap it up.
Right? All right, Phoenix. Dennis, you know this place.
I've been there.
Governor Jan Brewer signs bill banning female circumcision.
Wow.
I see nothing wrong with that.
Nor do I.
Yeah, let's wait till 2014 to ban female circumcision.
Yeah.
You know, that means back in the day, that means as of a week ago, some guy cut off some young girl's clitoris, and he's like, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to do that. Well, show me where that's illegal. Yeah. Well, we didn't think anybody was that fucking disgusting, but now it's illegal.
I don't think it was happening, Gooch.
Well, it bars general...
I just think they put it on the books.
Okay. Thank you for being so literal, Dennis. Fucking asshole over here.
Dude, I'm just saying.
Kind of like you can't fucking go to Dubuque, Iowa and fuck a horse in the ass with a flamingo in your pocket. That's probably a fucking law.
First off, Dennis, what kind of a flamingo are we talking about?
Pink one.
Okay, but a plastic one or a real one?
A real one.
Okay, you're not going to get a flamingo in a pocket.
That lady
They're
we
at
just
least
talked
4
about has
feet
giant
tall
pockets.
of flesh.
Yes.
Okay.
Sleeping bags.
Okay, but we're talking about me here. I couldn't even get a flamingo's foot in my pocket. There's no possible way that's going to happen.
Those are some tight pants.
Jesus Christ, that's how we're going to end the show?
No, we're going to end the show with this one line from this news story. A man accused of drinking urine at a restaurant. That's how we're going to end the show. Go ahead.
No. That's it.
Dennis, you got anything? He peed and drank it.
I got nothing.
There you go. Yeah, he's trying to cleanse himself.
Slipknot.
Well, that's it for episode Rise to Offend 91. Want to thank you guys for listening. You can email us at risetooffend@gmail.com. There's always facebook.com/risetooffend. And don't you dare forget about Twitter at risetooffend. Today's episode, not full of laughs, but full of insight, I would say.
I think we turned a little bit here today.
I think we turned a little bit.
Into adults.
Yeah.
We started with shit, turned into adults.
Turned into reverse racists.
Happens.
All right, I'm Brandon Gooch on
White Thunder. I love it. Some cannon.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Oh, actually, no, we won't be here next week.
Oh, well.
We won't be here next week.
Yeah, I'm going to be on vacation, so we're not going to be here next week.
Fair enough.
So in 2 weeks, we'll be back, all right? But thank you guys so much for listening.
Miss you all.
See you guys. Bye-bye.